Hello, welcome to the part of Badlands. This time we are doing Beat the Clock Amateur. The easy shit, before we can go for professional and extreme.
Amateur.
So, first of all, we have to choose only the one vehicle, because they won't let us choose any other vehicle except for this one, and they won't let us upgrade them either. We can choose a color, we can choose transmission, and we can customize this Hummer, but we can't upgrade it. You see its max MPH, its agility, and its HP. This is what we have to deal with. This is all we can deal with. We have to do every single level with it. Are you ready for Beat the Clock? Because this is the only vehicle you can use, a H1 4-door high-top bullshit. Are you ready? This is round 1. So, let me talk about how this works. You see that timer up there? And you see that thing called checkpoints? There are 3 checkpoints placed around this track. You have to go through every checkpoint to get not only more time, but also get through this. Go through all 9 checkpoints, means 3 laps, and you win. And you have to do a lot of rounds, a lot of tracks, and you have to get through all of them and win them all to actually beat Amateur. Now, you do have to do this with the same vehicle, and I played through it already, and yes, you have to do it all with the same vehicle. All 3 difficulties, same vehicle, same bullshit. But, this is the fun part. There are 2 ways to fail. Yeah, there are 2 ways. You see, one way is losing time, obviously. You know, if you lose all your time, you don't make it to the next checkpoint, you lost. There's another way though, and I'll show that later.
Checkpoint.
But
Time bonus.
I want to show off a thing called checkpoints, or in this case, shortcuts of checkpoints. You see, this is a timed event, and you are supposed to follow the path you're given, but there are alternate paths. You can see it right off the fucking bat. So, obviously, your instinct to this is, let's go and just take a shortcut. Why are we wasting our time driving the normal path when we could just cut through this bullshit?
Checkpoint. Time bonus.
Everyone would think this, because I'm now going a different path now. I'm going this. Actually, I'm going to continue this way, but yes, I understand. You want to take a shortcut. Understandable. I do too. I think going a shortcut will be so much fun. But the game does not like it when you take it off the beaten path. Like for instance, you see that signage over there? I can easily like, cut right through and say fuck you to that. And I'll be showing that off soon. But right now, let's go into one of these checkpoints in the 3rd lap, because then I'll actually showcase it. Right now I just want to showcase what you're supposed to be doing, which is doing the normal path, you know, all normal shit, all special, meh. You got water, which will slow you the fuck down. And this is a track for the races. This is a normal track. This is what you're supposed to it's what you're actually supposed to be expecting. You're not supposed to be expecting the fucking mountain bullshit, whatever, like Pikes Peak and such. This is literally the entire game. All that terrain bullshit doesn't really come into play. I don't know why. Like, it's supposed to be like a tutorial thing in a way, but it's not really. I don't get it. Anyway. Now it's time for me to do the 3rd lap, which I do a different path. And this path will include going right here, because this is actually a lot better, but the problem is sharp return. So that's fun. You might be noticing that turning. Yeah, it starts to go into a point where it starts to make you drift. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't even know why. But yeah, you have to. Then you got this path over here, which you can just cut right through, and you know, they allow you for that. You know, that's fine, and it really helps too. And you got this shortcut over here, this tunnel. But as you go through the tunnel, something bad happens, and you'll notice it here. Wrong way. Well, what if I go back and just go for the checkpoint, and then turn around and continue on? Yeah, the game just kind of glitches out here because you're thinking now I'm in the right way, but no. Game says you're in the wrong way. You're not doing it right. So it glitches out, and you have no idea why. There's also this area right over here, and you're thinking, well, I'm gonna go this way because it's a shortcut too. They're all shortcuts. I don't see what the problem is. But as soon as you get to the finish line and you're going the wrong way, you know what happens when you're wrong waying and you go to the finish line? This. Invalid lap. And you have credits. Free continues, really. So, you obviously know that after all 3 continues are gone and you fail again, you have to do the whole thing again. You've basically failed the entire thing. All of the amateur. You have to do it from the very beginning of round 1 and do it all over again. That's your punishment.
1, go!
But that was failing within a bad lap. That's something that's not just failing of time running out. I will actually show off time running out. I will actually show that off because that's important. But yeah, you might have noticed that invalid lap, terrible fucking thing. Absolutely horrific thing to get. Because you have to do the whole thing again. And that sucks. Not only does it suck, but you're basically wasting your time if you go the wrong way and try to go back to fix it up. Because why the fuck would you do that to yourself? Why would you waste your time on trying to get a shortcut, fucking that up, and having to go back and start all over again? To like, because you decided to go for a shortcut. Because you wanted to like, lessen your time quicker, and yet the game is against you doing this. Well, that's the dilemma the game is going to force you into. And it sucks, but you have no choice. Let's get on here. So, it didn't give us the wrong way here, did it? We could just go up here, right? There's no problem going up here. Well, if you decide to do that, guess what happens? Yep. So I can't go this way. I have to go back and then go the right way, or else it's a fail. But notice that I'm about to run out of time. There's no way I'm going to make it in time. What happens if you run out of time and use one of your credits because of it?
You're out of time.
This happens. You actually get your base time back. Whatever time you started off with comes back, and you're still on your same checkpoint, on the same lap and all.
Bonus.
So this is basically giving you additional time. That's it. And you know what? It makes the track impossible to lose, really, unless you are absolutely shit at the game. And I am not, surprisingly, because I know how to do driving games. You already saw how well I can do driving games. So this is no problem of me, really.
Checkpoint. Time bonus.
This checkpoint, however, is fine. I can deal with this. And I won't get punished for going this way. But if I go the other 2 ways, the other 2 shortcuts, it gets me a wrong way, and if I continue on that wrong way, I get a fucking you lose invalid lap stop from the beginning bullshit. I don't get that. And the thing is, if you're seeing what looks to be a checkpoint, an alternate path that
Time bonus. bonus.
The game doesn't want you to really go for, but you can go for it. It's on the mini-map and all, and you're thinking, well, what's the problem with going there? 9 times out of 10, it's gonna lead to a wrong way, and if you continue on after that, you get an invalid lap and have to do it all over again. So really, you do not want to actually take any shortcuts. You are forced to actually take the normal path. I mean, that's annoying. Nobody likes that. Everyone loves to find shortcuts. Everyone wants to find the shortest path to go through the game. But this game's against it.
Checkpoint.
This game punishes
Time
you for
bonus.
doing that. It outright forces you to go the path it wants you to go to. Now, you need to know right now that this game was created by the same motherfuckers who not only created Ride to Hell Retribution, that piece of shit game, but also
Checkpoint.
Hot Wheels Beat
Time
That.
bonus.
And if memory serves me, this game was made not too long before Beat That's creation. Yes, this game was made before Hot Wheels Beat That. And not only was it made before, it was made directly before.
Checkpoint.
Like, the
Time
very next
bonus.
game they made was Beat That. Have you noticed something with this? I hope you have. And that is, there's not much difference in this. Like, you're looking at this and it's like, yeah, it's not much difference. But by directly before it, I mean like a year before it. You wanna know what else they made after Badlands? They made the Fast and the Furious on PS2, and they made Pimp My Ride. Oh, and by the way, Pimp My Ride happened directly before, like actually directly before Beat That. And people hate Pimp My Ride. And I have Pimp My Ride. Anyway, now it's time for round 2. And you already know that once you beat it,
2,
you go to the next round, really.
go.
Because hey, you beat it, you got the fucking time, you completed that round. Now it's up next round. You have to go through every round to actually beat amateur or professional or expert or whatever. And the thing about that is, well, you always get different tracks. And in fact, right now, I'm getting a different track right now. I have like this forest area, looks pretty cool, it's pretty neat. Oh wait, it's a fucking studio area.
Time bonus.
And they're apparently filming the fucking Titanic. What? Why am I driving by the fucking Titanic set? Why is that happening? Let's not worry about that right now, because we're back in the forest, we're back in the normal area, you know. Everyone loves the forest, like the forest is fine. And then all of a sudden, take a right turn into a fucking farm area. With a hedge maze everywhere. Yeah, we're in a farm area. And there's like crops and fucking hedge mazes and shit everywhere, and it's like, holy shit. Then you continue on back on this road over here, and you're right back into the actual starting area. Yeah, this level makes no sense. I mean, first of all, you're going out to like a country area, and you know, you continue on this way, you notice like all sorts of shit, you notice like a shortcut over here, and you're thinking I can go this way. And the game's like, no, wrong way, you lose. You're a fucking moron, because we don't want you to go shortcut. We want you to go our path. You are forced to go our path. You have no choice. And I'm obviously not going to have enough time to do this, considering. So I'm better off retrying. So once I retry, you lose a fucking continue. And not only that, but once you retry and lose your continue, And if you have your last continue and you used it, you want to know what happened to that retry button now? Because yes, you've used all 3 continues, you've used all 3 credits now.
3, 2,
This is your reward for using all 3 credits. The retry button is now blanked out and you can no longer retry. And if you fail this, even once, yes, you have to redo the entire amateur thing all over again. But I promise you that I will beat this with no continues because I am that good at video games. And because after doing Pikes Peak and all that bullshit, I mean, you can sort of adapt to the controls and such of this game, in which the controls of this game is very slideish and off and kind of shit. Now, you know when I said that this is very similar playing? Yeah. This is basically close to the same engine and such as Beat That.
Checkpoint.
It has the
bonus.
same gameplay feel, the same sort of graphics, the same kind of music, and the same sort of attitude and such. It just all feels the same, really, and all looks the same. And you know what's funny? Pimp My Ride is better than Beat That and this game.
Time bonus.
Because Pimp My Ride was actually different. This and Beat That are just purely racing games. Well, Beat That wasn't even a racing game. It was more mini games, customizing a car, and driving into fucking
Checkpoint.
machine
Time bonus.
car things that would try to destroy you. And destroying them first so you could actually get money. Yeah, like that was Pimp My Ride. And that game came pretty much not too far from before Beat That. Because after Pimp My Ride was Beat That. So yeah, I want you to think of this for a
Time
second.
bonus.
Okay? This game was made in 2016 and Beat That in 2017. In between that were 3 other games, really. Like, literally, no, two other games. The Fast and Furious, which he gives a shit, and Pimp My Ride, which a lot of people say is a completely shit game.
Time bonus.
And not only is that in there, not only is that happening, but years later after Beat That, they made Ride to Hell Retribution, and not only that, but I wouldn't be in the wrong if I say that the same engine, sort of graphics, sort of music, and gameplay as this fucking game
Time bonus.
was reused in Hot Wheels Beat That. Would I be wrong? You look at my Let's Play of Hot Wheels Beat That and tell me I'm wrong. Okay? And don't tell me because they're different cars or different tracks or whatever, or that Beat That was made a year later, so it's obviously better than Hot Wheels is absolutely different because it's better. No. Fuck you. Look at it. Actually look at it. Look at its gameplay, look at its feel, look at its fucking graphics, look at its music, everything. Look at that shit and tell me that they didn't fucking just use Hummer Badlands as their base point for that fucking game. Anyway, we have beaten round 2. It is now time for round 3. We have seen this desert area fucking place, like a power plant, whatever. And we've seen an area in like the forest or whatever that has a farm and a film studio. What's next? Well, how about New York?
3, 2, 1.
I mean, we have a city area, sort of. It's a junkyard. New York has like fucking 50 of them. There's like a train area that's currently like all shutted down and kind of shitty. It's a completely junk-like looking area, really. It's a fucking bridge above me. Like, this is probably New York, California, whatever. Probably one of those two. I mean, well, look at this shit. It looks pretty bad, really. It doesn't look like it's really well kept. Kind of brought down. Got a few buildings with like complete shit. Got a lot of construction around here. You know, all sorts of stuff.
Checkpoint. Time bonus.
So, yeah, this one isn't a big little like thing. Isn't a big level. It's kind of short. But yeah, you also got these little buildings here that also look like fucking shut down. You know, like all sorts of broken windows and dirty walls and all.
Checkpoint. Time bonus.
You're pretty sure it's New York. I'm pretty fucking sure. But yeah, this is the third round, and as you can see, they all look different. We're all in different areas, different tracks. It looks pretty neat. It looks alright. Like, there was nothing wrong with the graphics of Beat That, and there's nothing wrong with the graphics of this game. I mean, for a PS2 game, this looks fine. It doesn't look like PS1 graphics, like you motherfuckers gotta probably say. It's not that bad. I've played many PS2 games. I know what I'm saying when I'm saying that the graphics of this game isn't too bad for a PS2 game. And the gameplay isn't too bad either. And again, like, how many other games can you think of that feature Hummers as a racing car? And don't just, like, make it a joke car. Like, this game makes it look all fucking intense and cool and shit. How many other games actually do that for Hummers?
Checkpoint. Time
I want you to fucking think about that real hard, okay? The answer is no. Outside this game, there is no other game that does that. So, I applaud this fucking game for giving this very made fun of, really, sort of car in the racing area. Like, a good spotlight, really. A serious spotlight. But it's kind of cheesy when you think about it. And, yeah, it's not the best. And by the way, we have beaten another round. And I am hoping that the next round is going to be the last one, because I don't really want to do this anymore. I don't want to do more of amateur. I want to move on. Yes, final round. Okay. So, now it's time for this last area. It is a full-on fucking forest. But then you go forward and you see that there's a little village here. There's a few buildings here and such. Like, it's a bit of a village, really. And you're like, okay. So, that's normal. You know, we've all played Far Cry 4 and shit. We all know that shit. You know, there's gonna be a forest around here. I'm fine with that. By the way, I saw those signs. Fuck you, game. I'm not gonna lose my time. I'm not gonna lose this bullshit. Now I'm at the final round. Fuck you. I'm gonna make this shit right now.
Checkpoint.
But there's something else about this. For instance, there is a big water stream here. I don't know why we're dropping right through it, but hey, there we go. There's another little village over there, a lot more rundown and smaller though. Probably just like a little salvage area to stay there for a bit and then fuck off, like a little break time area a bit. Continuing on over here, we have more forests. We have like we have rocks around here and shit. You know, we have all sorts of logs and bridges. There's the rocks. And, you know, that's fine. And then you go right through here, and you look to your right, and there's this giant fucking mountain. And also, it looks like it'll be like a little pyramid area over there. You see those little step things to the right of me? You might not have seen it, but it was right fucking there to my right. It was like this little like stone pyramid building thing to the right of me. Where are we? Like, this is not a normal forest. This actually has like a temple area and fucking villages and bridges and shit. And a big fucking mountain. Which is probably not Pikes Peak, but it might be. Who knows? All I know is that we got a fucking, like, I don't know, man. This could be anywhere that has, like, a village, a giant forest, and, like, a pyramid area. An abandoned, old, big pyramid area by a fucking mountain. Like, look to my right when I take this turn over here. You see that over there? You see that shit over to my right? Yeah, that. That's what I'm talking about right now. That's right fucking there. And I don't know where we are in which that exists, but yeah, there's a shortcut over here which I can actually take, and it won't give me the no fucking go sign right there. That's actually a shortcut right there. That's the second shortcut I found. That's the only two shortcuts that I think are actually fine, that this game will not yell at you for. I'll try and find like another shortcut, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna tell me like, no, fuck you, we're not allowing you to do this, and all that bullshit. But who knows, we might find another one, or I might give up and just continue on the normal path and actually beat it that way, because, you know, it's not too hard to beat these. We give it enough time, in a way, sometimes. There are a few tracks, maybe serve me, in which it's like, there's way too short a time for you to actually make it, because they don't give you a very powerful car to actually make in that fucking time that they give you. So it's kind of unfair at times, but otherwise that only happens about twice or 3 times at best. The rest of it's really easy though. And yeah, we have been amateur because the finish line's right in front of me now, and yeah, that's it. That's it for the final round. And that's it for this version of Beat the Clock. Which means we have now unlocked a new Beat the Clock. And what Beat the Clock is that? Well, you already know that, considering what we saw before. It is the professional Beat the Clock. But that's not all, is it?
Congratulations, you've unlocked a new Hummer.
A H1 4-door wagon adventure. What a fucking name. But there we go. That was Beat the Clock Amateur, and the next time we'll be doing professional. We'll be professionals, and we'll be doing more of taking on the fucking time in this game. So, we're using the same vehicle, by the way. That's not going to change, sadly. We have to. We have no choice. And, yeah. Next time on Hummer Badlands, we do Beat the Clock professional style, in which we do some more tracks in the same vehicle we're using right now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.